Alright, welcome. We are starting stream day 4. We're on quarterbacks. Sorry about that. 4 quarterbacks today. We've got Anthony Richardson of Florida, Tanner McKee of Stanford, I think, and finally Hendon Hooker of Tennessee. Let's go ahead and get started on Anthony Richardson. First thing to pay attention immediately off the bat is Anthony Richardson is very much an extraordinarily athletic and powerful quarterback. Now, I don't equate power with simply being strong, but his ability to explode as a runner is something that, Jalen Hurts has it. He's an incredible strength athlete. Back in the day, Vince Young had it. He's not simply a strong player or a fast player. He's powerful. Anthony Richardson, in my opinion, if he were not to be a quarterback, if this was a generation ago, Anthony Richardson would have at some point been converted to play. He's 6'3". He'd be a receiver. He might even be like a Ronnie Brown style running back, where he's just a large, tall, athletic running back. His build is a lot closer to a Cordarrelle Patterson than it is to Michael Vick. He causes huge problems even for excellently coached, very well coached defenses like Georgia. You see situations like the one we just saw a minute ago. Right now, Georgia is probably the single most Bill Belichick-y defense in college football. In so much as they're coached in order to maintain gap discipline. Right now you see Jalen Carter. He is just beating his man. That's fair. But this linebacker is doing his absolute best. The safety as well doing his absolute best to try to maintain their gap responsibilities. He knows that if he attacks too far down, too early, Richardson's going to pitch, which he ultimately winds up doing, but he causes such a problem, such a nightmare to opposing defenses because of his ability just to take off. This play is another good example of it. Nobody can go after the runner immediately. Everybody has to take a second before they can take off. See a little bit better on this play. He's already got the ball, but because Richardson can take off with it at any moment, he's not doing a great job selling the fake, but right here we're seeing some of the issues with Richardson. Pretty obvious the play. He should just take the underneath. He had it open the whole time. Whole time. Georgia bringing the house. They're not showing blitz pre-snap, that's fine, but you know that once you're reading this defense, post-snap, you know you're going to have this lane vacated right here. Just hit the check down, man. Just hit the tight end on the crosser, pick up the first down. Perfectly fine. He's staring down at the man right now. Takes way too long to get rid of the ball. Leading to problem number 2. The ball sails on him. I can't tell if this is a technical issue when we watch over the next angle from the offensive line perspective. Just go hot. Just go hot right now. They're bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 5 blockers. Somebody's getting home regardless. Just hit the check down. Still hit the check down. It's still there. Just a little dump off will do just fine. You got 6 men on 5 blockers. Just hit the. This to me isn't even like a technical issue from him. He steps into this throw. His hips are open. His feet are pointed towards his man. His hips are pointed rather towards his man. Bad location, poor decision. Oof. What happened here? Alright. Declares late. Looks like tackle should just have him. Tackle should still have him. Running back should be helping out. I have no words for this tackle play. Just no words there. Right there. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Perfect throw. Sitting back in zone coverage. Slot receiver, tight end. Somebody's just sitting right over the middle. Richardson hits him. Great hands catch. Sits down. Perfect. Yeah, that's not tight end. It's a slot receiver. Sits down right in the zone. Richardson reads it perfectly. Hits the man. Great. Obvious hold, nothing Richardson could do on that one. Just this blocking scheme though. This is 5-on-5. Yeah, it's a blitz, that's fine, but it's 5-on-5. Immediately off the snap, center is just beat like a drum. Hold. End of that play. Good decision by Richardson. Don't put yourself in a bad situation that gets worse. One of the issues with Richardson, his ball location in the middle of the field is real poor. George is defending this really well. It's a boot rollout. You want to see this ball come out a little bit earlier. But, I mean, this location. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, this ball could have come out much, much earlier. Just right over the top of the defense, right there. He's open the whole time. He could have hit this man as well, but, like, again, the way George is defending, they're looking to either send a blitz or simulate blitz every single play. Just hit your tight end. Everybody's in man. Just hit your dude. He puts this in front of him. Easy completion. Maybe a first down. The very least. Gets the ball out of his hands. No problem. Georgia just has to let the ball keep going. Or just has to keep playing defense. So it's early on, but like the absolute first thing that I'm noticing is that it appears that there's a bit of a struggle for it appears immediately. Oh my god. Just missed a fire in my dorm. Oh my god. Oof. Immediately the issue, one of the issues that I'm noticing with Richardson is that he does have a good feel for zone, which is important for a quarterback's development. He doesn't, like early on at least, he's not seeming to struggle too much with understanding zone principles, hitting the ball when hitting the man when he's comfortable with it open. But the couple of balls that have sailed on him so far have been just plays against man with blitzes coming at him. Let's see how this goes. Again, we're looking okay. Just comfortable, knew where he was going with it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, nothing throw, that's fine. Against man again. No, sorry, this is zone. Ball location in the middle of the field. Ball location between the numbers. Followed by just making a bad problem worse. He's thrown into double coverage. I mean, you've broken away. You have all the time in the world. You've got your man coming free over here. Just YOLO ball downfield. Maybe get the flag. I don't know. Plenty of time. Sees the man come open. Easy peasy, but like dude was open the whole time. Any of these moments he could have thrown the ball, maybe picked up a first down. Last possible second. Defender already closing on him. Fine. Not great. What do you do with this? Like, when you're evaluating Anthony Richardson's tape, like, 2 plays ago, literally 2 plays ago, we watched him miss a tight end just right over the middle. Just an easy, just chuck it on in there. It's perfectly fine. A couple plays later, bucket throw. Bucket throw. How far down the field is this? Like, this is 40 yards downfield. 40 plus yards downfield. Nowhere the defender could defend it. Receiver right on the sideline. Leaves some space. Like 40 yard yard throw. Bucket throw. And gives his man a chance, I guess. Let's look at this read real quick. Alright, 3 to the bottom. could have got rid of the ball right now. Like, he gets rid of the ball right here. He's got 2 blockers in front of him, plenty of time. I get he sees this linebacker creeping up on it, but, like, he's got enough time to get him the ball. He looks it off. Fine. Linebacker's still there. Receiver retreats. Try to make a play on it. I don't know. It's a very cautious play that Richardson made there. Very cautious. Sort of a nothing throw, just a little screen. Difficult throw, but fine. I just want to see him execute just basic offensive plays. He just misses. Like, why are you going to this read? He... an arm punt. Alright, quarterback run. Richardson drags a linebacker 6 yards. Normal quarterback stuff here. No, I was wrong. Nah, he's dragging a defensive tackle. Just perfectly normal quarterback stuff right there. Drag a defensive tackle who weighs 340 pounds, 5 yards upfield. That's what I mean by he's a powerful athlete. He's not just strong. He's powerful. He's explosive. Okay. Correct decision to get rid of the ball. Not even trying to make the man miss, which is admirable. So putting himself in a situation. Fine. I like it. Execute the offense. He's one of just the best open field runners, like, in this class. It's what I say when, like, his body type reminds me way more of, like, Cordarrelle Patterson than, I don't know. People say Lamar, but, like, he's more explosive than Lamar. Back shoulder throw, just hit your man, loft it in there, throws it 100 miles an hour. This is where it bugs me when people talk about how Lamar is not a good thrower from the pocket. Lamar hits this throw. Lamar feathers the ball about as well as any quarterback in the NFL. He's either 2015 Cam or 2020 Cam. Cam is a reasonable comparison, but Richardson, I think, is like 6'3", 225, 230. Cam was like 250, 6'6". Like, Cam was just different. I also think that Richardson is, I haven't watched enough of him, but, like, I think Richardson is a more polished prospect than Cam was. And the worst part is, I don't know that Cam ever developed. But Cam bounced around a ton. Cam started off, I think, in Florida State, and then, like, left Florida State for, like, some Division II program for a year or two, and then played 1 year at Auburn, and then was the first overall pick. Like, I think Richardson is more developed as a quarterback than Cam was when Cam came out. Cam was even more of a freak of nature. what you're trying to hit on that play. Like, why? Why are you bothering? Standing out on an island. You're maybe not getting the touchdown, but he only needs one man to miss. You're thrown into double coverage. Nothing. It's the correct decision to get rid of the ball. Georgia had it covered. You were under pressure. That's fine. Again, just a bucket throw over 2 defenders. Like, what do you even make of this? He's in zone. He knows it's zone. He just throws it right over the head of the safety. Cornerback is in a bad position. The wide receiver walks it in for a touchdown. Oh, was it Florida? I thought it was Florida State, but yeah, absolutely correct. I remember he got kicked out of the team, went to like a Division II team, played there for a year or two, won deer at Auburn, won a national championship, first overall pick. Just a Cinderella story. Riches to rags to riches again. It's an excellent throw. It's an excellent throw. 2 defenders, throws with anticipation, puts it right where his receiver can go, and can get it and nothing else. Perfect. Feathers the ball in there, picks up the flag. 15 yards in college football, spot foul in the NFL. Look where his feet are here. Like, just absolutely horrendous footwork. And the ball's kind of where it should be. Do you know who he reminds me of, actually? I'm going to make a terrible comparison, and everybody's going to hate this. He reminds me of Sam Darnold in a really weird way. Like, if Sam Darnold was an even better athlete than he is, and Sam's got a great arm, and Sam's a very decent athlete. But, like, his footwork is on, he misses throws. His footwork is off, he makes throws. Like, his footwork have no indication on where the football is going to go most of the time. Great job keeping the play alive, getting rid of the ball pine. Just execute the offense. Like right there. They settle back in zone. Sees his man open. Hits him. I mean, he's hitting him before he's throwing the ball just as he's getting to his break. So, like, he knew exactly where he was going to go with that. I don't think his processing is bad. I don't think his understanding of what the defense is doing to him is bad. I don't think he is raw, as I keep seeing said about him. A lot of scouting reports say he's raw. He should stay in for another year. You mean the NFL draft? I don't think he's raw. I think, and I don't even think his mechanics are bad. Like right here. Any quarterback coach in the entire world will tell you, what do you need to do? Have your feet pointed towards their man. They're right there. His feet are right where they need to be. Maybe this double pump does it to him? But, like, his feet are where they're supposed to be. Maybe he's a little off balance. He falls back a bit when he releases it. But, like, toes are pointed. He just misses high. Yeah, I don't... Again, I'm not like a quarterback whisperer or anything. But, like... He just misses. And then, sometimes he just doesn't. That was... Alright, so they're bringing 3, 5, 7 on this one. There have to be one-on-ones everywhere on this play. Three is wide open. Oh, he's under pressure by that point. They're bringing 7. This is the house right here. You can't bring more than this. Oof. You might be right with sitting more balanced, sitting a little bit higher, sitting with, but like some of this stuff is just. Again, he's also like against a really, really. He's playing up against the national champions, defending national champions that are going to go on to win the next national championship. Knows he has to make a play or two. I don't mind misses like that. I don't mind misses 40 yards down the field. I don't care. Those are fine. Nobody's supposed to hit those. When he does hit those, it's amazing. Like there. Like, you can't put that into a player. It's literally like the exact same play, and this time he just goes back shoulder, waits for the... and just lets the receiver make a play on it. That's why I don't miss the one... I don't mind the ones he missed before that. Like, none of that matters to me. I mean, I don't, like, quarterback coaches in the NFL aren't what they used to be. I don't like blaming quarterback coaches when coaches don't develop anymore. Because, starting in 2011, the NFL began, like, the players' union started fighting. Like, right there, just get rid of the ball. Just get it out of your hands. I know that you took a sack. You've got a man that can make somebody miss. What are you holding onto the ball for? Why are you playing a hero? In 2011 with the collective bargaining agreement, and then again in 2020 when they did the collective bargaining agreement again, or 2021 rather, they keep stripping away practice time. So, like, the amount of time that you actually get with your quarterback coach is almost non-existent. Your ability to, like, improve your mechanics you're not going to do it in season. You're going to have to do it in the off season. In the off season, you do not have access to the facilities. You don't have access to your quarterback coach. You're actually not allowed to be with them. They're not allowed to work with you because of practice time restrictions. So, like, it's up to Anthony Richardson's private coach to work on his mechanics, to work on these kinds of plays. Crazy athletic. Just give it to your running back. Dude is screaming for it. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Let him make a play. He's begging you. Just let him make a play, dude. Just let your boy make a play. That's Georgia. That's the national champions. That's the best team in the country by 1.5 miles. It wasn't close. This is Mizzou. I want to see him beat the crap out of Mizzou. I want to see 8 touchdowns and 500 yards. Great. Great decision. Mizzou sits back in coverage. This is a zone. He knows it. Just waits for his man to get open. A lot of people would say hit the wide receiver out here. Screw that. Pick up your 15 yards. They're sitting in zone. They're terrified of you. Sitting in zone again, terrified of you. He recognizes the zone. He could have gone to a different place here. I would like the receiver, instead of a stop right here, just keep on. Just keep on coming in here. Like, you've got a hole in the zone. What are you doing? Maybe Richardson, maybe this is actually Richardson's fault, because it looks like the receiver isn't just stopping. By this time, Richardson's anticipating where he's going to be. Maybe this is just a miss by Richardson. It's the correct decision. Attacking the middle of that zone was the correct decision. This is why I say his processing is not bad. This is the correct decision. Location. Again, makes the correct decision. Maybe makes it a bit late. I think he made this play a bit late. But he read the defense correctly. He went where he's supposed to go. I don't want to hear he sticks on one read. It's one of the things that sickens me the most. Whenever you see draft coverage of players, particularly ones that happen to be fast and athletic, you always hear, he's a one-read quarterback. Was not his first read. First thing he's doing, he's checking the defense. He's looking where the safeties are. He wants to see where he's supposed to go with this. It's a zone defense. They've been preparing for this team for a week or two. He knows what they're going to throw at them, or at least he has an idea. So he goes to the correct place again. This is 3 times in a row. We watched him hit the right place. Watched him hit the right read, rather. Again, this is the correct decision. You've got man right here. He's chasing him. All you're looking to do, hit your running back. Let this man make the block. Running back makes a man miss. Pick up your first down. What does he do? Correct read, bad location. There's nothing to see here besides this. Watch it again, but there's nothing to see here. He recognizes it's man, gets the block, bad location. Correct read. Watches the game flow. Good. Bad location. Back hip instead of the front hip. But correct read. Bad location. Again, linebacker sucked up. Correct read. Yeah, bad location. Fine. Correct read, bad location. Correct read, good location. Alright, so looking at what looks like too high. Absolutely beautiful location. See, all we have to do, if we want Anthony Richardson to make out, like, to work out as a prospect, is make sure that every single throw is 40 yards downfield. We'll run the Joe Namath offense from the 60s. Just everything needs to be 40 yards downfield. This is in his hands, bro. That's a touchdown. Go back up to your quarterback and apologize. I mean, there's a line for pass interference here, but, like, should have caught it. Every throw needs to be 40 yards downfield. That's the sweet spot for his accuracy. I don't hate that play. Correct read. One-on-one on the outside. Seen plenty of receivers take that ball from him. This receiver knows that he could have taken it. Yes, it hit the defender's helmet, but, like, take it before it gets there. Correct read. One-on-one. Again, ball placement was the issue. He gives him room to run on that, and it's a touchdown. He had a lot of different places to miss. He missed in one of the places where you could still recover from it, but, like, correct decision, wrong, or bad location. Is this actually a fumble? Is this just a... Bro, whoever this left tackle is, like, he's getting your boy killed. It happened in the Georgia game too. Just beaten like a drum. Correct decision. Good location. Correct decision. Good location. Okay, here he is making a call at the line. Calls it his own number, picks up 5. Happy with it. Correct decision. Excellent location. Terrible, terrible receiver work. This is the third time now. Correct decision. Good location. Maybe not the best. Maybe he puts it out in front of him, but have your dude make a play. Like, this is one-on-one coverage right here. This is about as good a shot as you're going to get. Richardson aggressively throws it right as a receiver who lets it bounce off his chest plate. So far, we are 2 games in, and I have not really had a problem with his decision-making, aside from when he was against the Georgia team that was beating the holy crap out of him. He has made correct reads, correct decisions. He's placing the ball where it should. His placement is bad, but he's putting it on the receivers and in the general location of where he should be going with it. I'm honestly surprised at how much I like Richardson right now. He is not a raw prospect. Jesus, man. Like, you can't teach this. You just took off for 40 yards. Okay. He knows it's in man. He could easily just hit the tight end right here or the crossing receiver, and it's perfectly fine. This is going to be 15 yards if he hits it. He decides to just take off. I mean, he probably could have gotten a face mask on that one, but like, fine. Every single time that he faces a defense that's in man, he's going to have the opportunity to take off. And I don't hate it. Ever. They blitz you, you punish them for it. Look at this block. Terrible. Terrible. Put your quarterback in bad situations, why don't you? This, I don't know, wide receiver, tight end, whatever, hits this block, might have a touchdown here. I love it. Absolute correct decision. Sees the gap in the zone right over the middle, along the sideline. Sees this open up, like man trailing. He's not going to be able to peel off. Puts the ball exactly where it needs. Puts the ball where it could be caught. Should have maybe let him a bit, maybe go a little bit higher, put it in a different location. Doesn't matter. Correct decision. Decent enough location. Touchdown. Easy play. Correct decision. Lets his man make a play. Correct decision. Bad location. Okay, immediately sees everybody back up, knows it's in zone, waiting for the hole in the zone. Gotta settle his feet. Gotta settle your feet there, buddy. No reason for a jump throw. Like, all he has to do at this point, let your guard just run him up, take half a second, plant your feet, make your throw. Alright, final game against Utah. Again, I want to see him absolutely annihilate somebody. Probably don't keep that one. Yeah, he's not crashing down on this one. Correct decision. Man crashes down, takes off, fine. Correct decision. Yeah. The read on that one absolutely crashes down on that. Perfect. Make a man miss, pick up 30. Good location. Right decision, wrong location. Just misses. Right decision, good location, hits his man, doesn't catch it. I mean, he's in panic mode, and he still puts it right on him, right on the sideline. I don't... Right decision, good location. He doesn't need to take off on this one. That's the worst part about this. The flow of the game, maybe he just doesn't trust his left tackle. Or his protection to hold up. Because, like, this man's coming free. He hits this first down. Takes off instead. Tries to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys miss. Winds up picking up a yard. I don't hate this decision. Should have probably been caught. Yard strike. Just a very high level NFL throw. Incredible. I mean, just incredible throw. Right decision, right location. Maybe he could have come shorter on it, but I like it. I like the decision. I like the location. Running back doesn't come up with it. Yep. Right decision, right location. Man makes a play. Right on time. Touchdown. Or not. Right decision, man crashes down. What even is this? Great play by the cornerback, that's what it is. Horrible block by number 9 again. Great decision, or great play by the cornerback, bad block by number 9. Next play. I like it. Right decision. Right location. Very, very difficult throw with this much pressure on you. Right decision. Right over the top of the zone. Boom. Pick it up. And this is the stuff you can't coach. The stuff you can't teach. So good. good. Red Sea parts. He makes it all matter. Look at this. Look at this move. Look at this move. It's not even like a high hurdle. It's just this, like, he just steps over him. He just steps over him. Look, his feet don't even really come off the ground. He just steps over him. I mean, besides Bijan Robinson and maybe Tank Dell, I feel like this is probably, Anthony Richardson is probably the best open field runner in this draft. Maybe he could take the top off of this, but like, I don't even care. Get the first down. Move your team forward. Perfect. Makes the correct decision. Keep the offense going. Completely unblocked. Just get rid of the ball. Yep, fine. What even happened here? Alright, so they're showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 8 men down in the box. You know, they're not sending 8, but you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 blocking. So you know you're hot. Again, this seems like it's incumbent on number 9, once he sees his man going by, to just stop right here. Just give your quarterback a shot. Richardson gets rid of it, that's fine. Nothing to be done. Correct read, correct decision, good location. Nowhere else to go with that. Sits in his zone, hits his man. Great location. Again, you feed him zone, he's going to eat in zone. Correct read, bad decision. Or, sorry, correct read, correct decision, bad location. Like, he's got acres of space. He could have come over here, but, like, whatever. This isn't even really part of your read, probably. Like, he sees his man coming open, throws with anticipation, bad location. You're not going quarterback? I mean, that's fair. You have a team with a quarterback. As the New York Jets GM, we might go quarterback. Spoiler alert, Zach Wilson isn't it. Yeah, just his reads seem better from the other side, but he does prefer to keep it. Understood. God, this left... No, that was actually the back. Oh, God. Why even try? Just why even try? Like, your back is not helping you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the line. 5 blockers. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. They're showing 6. You've got 7 blocking, including the running back. What even happens here? They only send 4. You've got 6 blocking 4. Sorry, I get hung up on this sometimes in terms of blocking schemes, but like, you've got 6 blocking 4. And somehow 1 goes completely unblocked on the outside. You've got the tackle double teaming this DT, and this poor running back, wide back, receiver, whatever number 9 is, or number 5 is, I guess running back, is left on an island with a linebacker. Richardson shouldn't have done that. Horrible breakdown and blocking. Why isn't this tackle kicking out? Why isn't this guard taking this DT? Again, how is this happening? What even is this blocking? Again, you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 down on the line. You got 7, 8 men in the backfield. 7 blockers, 4 men. I don't hate Richardson for any of this. This has nothing to do with him. 2 plays in a row. 7-man protections beaten by 4. Correct decision to pull. First off, I don't know how this happens. Okay. Not 1, but 2. Wide open. Richardson makes 2 guys miss in the open field and just feathers the ball to the back of the end zone. Just can't coach that. Picks up the first down, keeps the chains moving, and goes. Just hat on a hat football, Rex Ryan would say, all-weather offense. Again, what a horrible block by 9. I don't understand what they're attempting to accomplish with this dude as a tight end. He looks like a receiver. He blocks like a receiver. He blocks like a receiver that doesn't care. Richardson walks in for a touchdown. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. Let's just take a second real quick to recap what we saw from Anthony Richardson. First off, if you see a scouting report out there on Anthony Richardson and that says that he can't process defenses, he doesn't read defenses, close it out. They're wrong. They have no idea what they're talking about and they're wasting your time. Anthony Richardson can read defenses. He knows the difference between a zone and a man scheme. He struggles with location. I don't know if it's a mechanics issue. Sometimes he looks like he has clean mechanics and he just throws too high. Sometimes it looks like his mechanics are absolutely awful and he hits a 40-yard dime. I don't know if it's a matter of just like teaching him to connect his legs to his arms or what. It took Sam Darnold almost 3-4 years in the NFL. Granted, 3 of those were with a worthless New York Jets team that just did a horrible job of developing him. But he can read defenses. He makes the correct decision. There were only a couple times where I felt he made really questionable decisions. Most of those came when he was trying to be a hero at the end of a Georgia game he had no business being in, or Florida had no business being in. Hits checkdowns well. He just seems to struggle when his receivers, 1, don't make separation. Anybody struggles then. And 2, his just accuracy is not there. I was way more impressed with him than I thought I was going to be. I was going to come into this tape, I'm not going to lie, I had the full intention of this being just a hit piece on Anthony Richardson, and I am way more impressed by Anthony Richardson than I thought I was going to be. His ability to make the right read as a 21-year-old who runs probably 4.4, is 6'3" and 230, he's got special traits. I understand why he is a first-round pick. I get it. He is far more talented physically than any of the other first-round picks. He's a mile ahead of Will Levis. He's 3 miles ahead of Bryce Young. C.J. Stroud is the only one that comes close because C.J. Stroud has the ability to feather the ball in. C.J. Stroud doesn't make a lot of bad decisions either. I'm stunned that Richardson is that good of a processor. Sometimes he's late on his throws. Sometimes he's a little bit aggressive, which I don't hate. But overall, I am genuinely impressed by what I saw from Anthony Richardson today. Like, if you told me he was going to go first overall, I would be a little bit taken aback because I don't think he's there. But, like, if he went second, if he went third, he's more physically talented than Bryce Young. He's more physically talented than Will Levis. He's more physically talented than C.J. Stroud. He's the most physically talented quarterback that I've seen come out since Lamar. And Lamar had some of those accuracy issues in college and in his first year. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. I'm way more impressed with him than I thought I was going to be. With that, I'm going to go ahead and take a minute. I'm going to stretch, and then we'll come back and do Tanner McKee. Give me just 2 minutes. All right. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we are with. Oh, my chair. Yes, let me fix my chair a bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we are with Tanner McKee. Now, Tanner McKee was a very highly touted prospect coming or going into Stanford. He has not had the world's greatest career there. Mike Renner, I think, is incredibly high on him. Mike Renner of PFF, to the point where I think PFF has him as like the third best quarterback, the second best quarterback, something like that. He's getting a ton of love from them. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are. This is the 2022 Oregon game. Look at this again. Alright, so he's got pressure on him immediately. Gets rid of the ball. Man was covered. This is man defense. His only read is this. And okay. What? Okay. Okay, so this is a zone read where the clear decision here is just to hand it off. They're bringing pressure. There's 6 men coming down block and 5 blocking. They're bringing pressure. Just let the ball go. He keeps it. Bad decision. Fine. Just get rid of the ball. They're bringing a blitz. Oh, sorry. No, it's only 4, so it's not a blitz. Halfback's right here. Tight end right here. He's staring out here somewhere. Showing you 4. Just come back right over here. Right over the middle. I mean, left tackle gets beat like a drum. But he feels it. Right here. This is easy offense. Yeah. Last play, perfectly easy offense waiting for you. This time, perfectly easy offense waiting for you. Take 6 yards from a tight end every time. What even is this? Trying to back shoulder? Did you even look at the whole field? Simple basic cover 2. Like he doesn't look at the coverage. This is a predetermined throw. He's always going here. No pressure. It's boring. Too high. Nothing. Everybody in man. Single high. That's your location? Could have had 1, 2, 3. All of them are basically the exact same. That's your location. No pressure. There's no pressure on this play. You've got a one-on-one on the bottom of the field. You're number one against their cornerback, and he's already got a step on him. Man, this guard's going to get him killed. Correct decision. Location's fine. Just move the offense. Like, all you have to do is fit this right over here. Just hit this window right here. It's a correct decision, but like location was awful. And this is why you're gonna get like, this is the stuff that's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. Like, all right, so they're gonna get, Richardson's gonna get dinged for being too aggressive and running the ball. But, like, he can make something happen on this play. I don't mind Richardson doing this. I mind very much, like, admittedly, everybody's covered on this play. Like, there's no excuse, though, to run into a sack. Your left tackle's getting beaten, but just slide over. Just slide over. Fine. Okay. Settle for the 3 and be done with it. Alright, this was always set up to be some kind of like... He's got plenty of time. Why are you throwing it on his back or back hip? Set your feet, make the throw. What is this? Okay, so this play is set up as, it looks like it's a tight end, is set up as like a tight end screen, wide receiver screen type play. He reads it and just goes the other way. Even though he's got a 2-on-2 right over here. And somehow ends up with that. Like, this is great coverage. No doubt. Great coverage by the cornerback. But, like, why make that decision? They are beating this left guard to death. What even is this? I have no words for this nonsense. One more time for the cheap seats, kids. Who are we even blocking here? This left guard's not blocking anybody. This tackle's not blocking anybody. Alright, let's take a second on this. Fine, just try and make offense. correct decision. But there were like multiple open receivers here. Another predetermined throw. Like, he sees one-on-one. He knows from the snap of the ball he's going right there. Was that the correct decision? I don't know. It's not bad. It's hard to defend a back shoulder, but like... See his eyes right here. Never even considers another option. Predetermined throw, whatever. Predetermined throw, good offense, touchdown, fine. I mean, sees the rusher, throws into the blitz, correct decision. Offense was here, offense was there. From there, it's just running back makes enough guys miss, that's a touchdown. It's fine. It's a correct read by him, throwing into the blitz. Why are you not? Just get rid of the ball now. Just get rid of the ball. This guy's coming open. This one, easy, just throw the ball short. Location. Jump throw. Hate jump throws. Feet set, correct decision, splits the defenders, easy touchdown. Correct decisions, set his feet, missed him. It's fine. Don't mind misses. Don't mind misses like that. You want to hit those, but it happens. Predetermined throw. Perfectly fine. Just move the offense. Correct decision. What even is this? Like, this is the problem with, like, predetermining your throws like this. Like, immediately you just, I mean, the correct, you're generally taught to throw into the blitz. That's fine. But this isn't... He's already letting the ball go before the pressure's even close to getting there. Like, why? Absorb it for a second. Let them get a bit closer. Hit this tight end who's going to be streaking right into the spot where the blitz is coming. He's just gonna come right back up here. What are you trying to hit this 10 out of 10 degree of difficulty wheel route thing? Absorb the pressure for a second. Like, he knew he was going to throw this long before he even threw it. Before the pressure got there, before any of it. Another just questionable decision. Why are you throwing this? Did you even look at the field? Do you even know what's happening to your left right now? Holds his play fakes forever, man. Sometimes it looks good and sometimes it's just awful. Tanner McKee, so far, halfway through, not a lot of full field reads. Not very comfortable with pressure, very skittish. Short arms throws, not a lot of aggressiveness to his game. And the problem with being a pocket passer is that you live and die based on your ability to read the full field, to make the correct decision every time, and to occasionally be a little bit aggressive. And so far, he's essentially been a check down Charlie with half field reads. And it's pretty hard to watch, admittedly. He has an atrocious offensive line and doesn't seem to get a whole bunch of help. That's fair. But he's not making the most of what he has. Like right here. A good throw, but this isn't the correct read. This is very tight coverage over here. Come back over here. They were just playing like his only read is his wide receiver out here who's tightly covered, and his decision is a comebacker that, in all honesty, probably should have gone for 6 the other way. I can tell you one thing that I don't think is ever very heavily discussed. It's always discussed in terms of like the prospect that they're looking at for preparation. One thing that's almost never discussed is how the team that's preparing to face them plays them. Now, I haven't watched a ton of Tanner McKee film. I'm positive that USC has. They've played him for, I think, 3 years. Going into this, they've watched most of the games that he played, and they game plan specifically against him. And one of the things that I'm willing to bet, because I saw it on his first tape, is that they felt like he will not get off of his first read if it's a one-on-one situation. So they play tightly to his number 1, which is often to his right side. So if they see a formation that they're expecting to show him a thing, they play this very, very tight. They show him what he's looking to see, and they anticipate what he's going to do. They probably knew by showing him this defense, he was going to go to his number 1 regardless. That cornerback was expecting to have a shot at that play. Just ball location, man. I mean, I hate this decision. Don't get me wrong. They're playing off up here. Okay. So they show him... They play coverage, basically. They have the defensive tackle, in this case, just sit back into his zone and just cover the middle of the field. You've got a man coming open right here who's going to be coming from behind the defensive end, so there's no way he's making a play on that. Yes, you can wrap this ball around, put it up high, and give your tight end a chance to make this play. This is a very high degree of difficulty throw. They're playing off on the outside, so you still have the opportunity to hit this receiver. Go back an instant. They're playing off. You're not going to get pressure. Like, he's under no threat. But he just wants to make this throw. Literally seeing no progressions from him at all. What's going to bug me, and I know it because if I look up other scouting reports, what they're going to say is he goes through progressions. They'll say this because he looks like he's scanning the field. If he was scanning the field, he would hitch once and hit this tight end right now. Not scanning the field. He's going to where he thinks the receiver is going to be open, and he's going to stare at him, and stare, and get sacked. Predetermined throw. Always knew he was going out of the backfield. Check down Charlie over here. Good throw. But again, you get the sense he always knew where he was going to go with that ball. Because before he even threw it, this guy's wide open. He's got a degree of difficulty 10 throw over here. He's got a degree of difficulty 3 throw over here. He goes to the 10 and hits. The 10's double covered. Had nowhere to go with it. He hit it. Sweet. But, like, degree of difficulty 10, degree of difficulty 5. Not even under pressure. Is he hoping to get a flag? I don't know. What does he even think he's seeing here? Like, nobody's open right now. I'm willing to admit, nobody's open right now. But, like, you're not under pressure either. They're just gonna, like, sit, make you make a play. So, sit. Crosser, fine. Move the offense. Location, okay. Predetermined throw, fine. Gets the flag, fine. Degree of difficulty 10. He's never hitting that throw anyway. Hit the receiver, hit the running back. Good. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. You check down Charlie. How are you missing this throw? You're not under pressure. Why is this? When you are a pocket passer, your degree of difficulty, like your margin of error shrinks. You can't run with the ball. You're not a scrambler. You're certainly not a running quarterback. So you have to hit the tightest of window throws consistently. This receiver is NFL open. You have to have your ball placement, your ball location absolutely dialed in. And over and over again, he doesn't. Could this have been caught? Sure. Okay. Reads the field. To be honest, multiple guys are open. He throws it to a spot with anticipation, which is good. But, like, multiple people are open. He could have comfortably gone there with the ball. That's fine. I like it. Man running open, hits him. Man running open, hits him. Man running open, hits somebody else. Like, this is right here. Like, this is a degree of difficulty 10 throw. Maybe not 10. Degree of difficulty 7, 8. He gets that out immediately. He gets at least a first down. Maybe good coverage, but like, he's also double covered. Decided he was always throwing this. Almost gets it picked. Back shoulder. Decent degree of difficulty on that throw. Hits it. Great. Was that the best throw to make? I don't know. Probably not. Again, wide open over the middle of the field. This tight end's leaking out there too. Back shoulder it. Fine. High degree of difficulty throw. Completed. Fine. Predetermined throw. Always knew he was going for a half field read. Correct decision. Half field read though. Easy offense. RPO. Vinny Testaverde takes off and makes that too. Half field read. Decent location. Tight end just drops it. Good location. Tight end drops it. Happens. Predetermined throw. Fine with it. Move the offense. Absolutely horrendous offensive line work. 99 just absolutely Reggie White's the left tackle. That's a Reggie White hump move. Let's watch that again. Boom. Show some pride there. Predetermined throw. Fine. Should have been caught. Yeah. Right on the money. Should have been caught. Fine. Always knew he was going there on the zone read. Fine. Always knew he was going there. Location's fine. Got it to his man. Not great, but fine. Check down Charlie. At it again. Terrible, terrible. I gotta say, Tanner McKee is 100% draining me right now. This is not easy to watch. Gotta put some music on. The degree of difficulty on this throw, still pretty high. Very close coverage. Good job getting the flags on it. Ugh. It's a correct decision. Under pressure, I guess. Zone read. Half field. Sorry, not zone read. Yeah, zone read. Life's tough, but like, you're hoping he's strong enough to get away from that. Tanner McKee. All right. Tanner McKee, half field reads, ton of checkdowns. It's this weird, almost terrible combination of like checkdowns and 10 out of 10 degree of difficulty throws because he predetermines everything. Like, he goes to the line with his plan, and his plan is his plan, and he doesn't adjust for the coverage in any capacity. He knows where he's going to go with the ball. And the worst part is the defense does too, because I watched him play against USC, and USC has played him at least 3 times before this, maybe more. They studied his tape. They know where he's going to go. It's a ton of zone reads. They just manned up the guy in his zone read on his first look, and that was it. Like, they shut him down immediately. There's nothing to Tanner McKee's game. His upside is a game manager, backup quarterback. Like, there's nothing there. What is Renner seeing? What are you even looking for? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm going to take a minute, walk around, stretch, get some kind of energy back in me, some blood flow, and come back for Hendon Hooker, because Tanner McKee just absolutely drained me. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. All right, folks. Now we are back. We're going to work on Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker, who is a potential, 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick. Somebody doesn't like him. I have to say, I've watched a bit of Hendon Hooker, not because I was watching him necessarily, but because I scouted Darnell Wright. I've looked at Jalen Hyatt. Obviously, they all play in the same team, on the same offense. So, there's some familiarity I have with his game already. But let's go ahead and get in real quick on Hendon Hooker. Big, athletic, apparently very old. I don't really care so much about the age. I know that age-based production is supposed to be a real thing. And he's older than Kenny Pickett was last year. This was his first year, as far as I know, on an offense anywhere near as explosive as his talents would allow him to explore. Let's go ahead and take a look from the beginning at what we might see from him. Strong arm, big dude. Almost about as athletic as Anthony Richardson. Maybe not as fast, but huge. Big dude. Let's take a look. All right, first thing you have to notice about his offense, really interesting splits. A lot of this stacking of receivers and then these very big splits out wide. He's got a big arm and they ain't afraid to use it. He read the field, saw the defense, knew his man was coming open, hit him right where he needed to be. And the velocity on that throw, just absolutely there. Boom, right there. Spins it, comfortable throw, just no effort at all. Not what he was looking for. Just takes off, picks up 20. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Like, there's nothing wrong with being able to do this. I mentioned it with Anthony Richardson. Anytime you throw man at this guy, anytime you don't get pressure on him, you can have a spy, you cannot have a spy. It doesn't really matter. He's athletic. Reads the field, realizes, all right, cool, they're bringing pressure, tight end's going to be wide open. Hit him right over the middle, boom, easy offense. I mean, the guard doesn't even bother to pick him up, doesn't matter. Hooker gets rid of the ball on time, perfectly. What can you do? I love it. I absolutely love this throw. I don't care what the situation is on this. His feet are not perfectly set, but he knows he's got a one-on-one over here, and his receiver is better than their cornerback or their safety, whoever's covering him. Throws it. Could have been a better throw. Don't care. That is taking advantage of a matchup. That is reading the defense correctly. That is standing tall in the pocket. Pleased as pie with that. In the NFL, they might even call that because the cornerback didn't turn around. Man doesn't crash down, he keeps it anyway, fine, whatever. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, hey, look, one of my receivers is wide open down the field, is one-on-one. I'm going to let him have a chance to make a play on this. Boom. Quarterback's in a bad position. Touches him. Pass interference, 15 yards in college, spot foul in the NFL. Could not be more pleased with his decision. Read the coverage, it was zone, hit his man, keep the sticks moving. And this is what he can do. I mean, I don't know that he's going to have Jalen Hyatt with him in the NFL, but I mean, they got fast dudes in the NFL too. You spread the field out this far. You have one fast guy, splits between the cornerback and the safety, walks right past him. I say walk because it looks like he's walking and everybody else is standing. He's so fast, Jalen Hyatt. Easy offense, spread the field. Has not made a bad decision so far. I mean, maybe that keep, I don't care. Correct decision, let your playmaker make a play. Jalen Hyatt on one of his 5 touchdowns this game. Forgot that I literally just watched this game yesterday. Location could have been better. Fine. Could have been better. Not as bad as Richardson on a lot of his misses. Fine. Keeps it down. Easy offense. They're going to give you zone. You're going to find the hole in it. Here's where the difference between Hendon Hooker and Tanner McKee will be in. Tanner McKee in this exact same situation hits the short man. 8 times out of 10 hits the short man. Unless, of course, his man's doubled. Hooker holds the ball an extra second. Gives his man a chance to make a play. Gonna play off. I'm gonna take some yards. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent decision. Let's take a look at this real quick. Stacks his receivers. One cuts in. These are playing basically, you might call it levels. They're running the same route, just at different heights. The under clears out for the over. He's got this beautiful lane right in here. Rifles it in. I think he even made the catch. Doesn't really matter. Picked up the flag because the cornerback was in a bad position. Probably came in too strong. Maybe could have gone to the other side of the field. I mean, definitely could have gone to the other side of the field. But he's staring at this half read. That's fine. Halfback's wide open. Comes in too high. That happens. Location needs to be better. I don't hate it. Just bad location. I love it. Look at, how is this not illegal contact? That's 5 yards and a first down in the NFL. Simple. Knew we were here going with the ball at the beginning. That's fine. Here's one of the things I absolutely hate. Hendon Hooker is 100% going to get dinged for just making the decision before the beginning before the snap. I'm going to go to the running back. It's man. I'm going to get an easy completion. I'm going to get 5-8 yards out of this. Tanner McKee's entire offense was that, and he's going to get called a, I don't know, brilliant game manager that had no help. Gets off his first read, goes on to the second one, not there, holds the ball too long, takes a sack. That just happens. You're playing against Alabama here. Goes to 1, doesn't like it, comes to 2, 3, not liking it, holds the ball. Look at this, the coverage is great. Coverage is great here. By the time they're getting pressure, coverage is there. Maybe he's got something a little bit over here, but like, unless he's going to come across his body, make a terrible throw to the running back, like, perfect. Happy with it. Nice way he just feathered it into the running back. He had space, but he feathered it in. Gonna blitz him, you're gonna risk it. And again, this is just what he can do. He just threatened the vertical game anytime. He just threatened the vertical game. Did he hit this? No. Was that cornerback scared? S-less? Yes. Terrified. He knew that he knew. You know you done messed up when you're chasing like that. Terrified. Often the threat is worse than the execution. The threat of his vertical game is terrifying. Any busted coverage, any bad move, any double move by the wide receiver, it's a threat. Perfect. Hit your man. Good. Could this location be better? Sure. Was the decision correct? Yes. You get space to the field side. It's an easy first down. You give it to him, we'll take it. Fine. Understand that the reason that this stuff always looks like it's wide open is because they are terrified of the vertical game. His ability to push the ball down the field, his propensity, his talent for throwing the ball 55 yards in the air is the reason why these throws are always there, are the reason why the threat of him running, picking up 5 yards, 8 yards, making a guy miss, picking up 40, it's there because as a defense, you can't defend everything. Every single time that he drops back, he can hit a ball 50 yards downfield. You have to respect that. You have to make the decision. Do I defend this or something else? They're just going to have to live with it. If you give him a respectable offensive line, and he has more than a respectable offensive line, I love Darnell Wright, you're just going to have to live with some of this stuff. This is Alabama. This is one of the best college football programs of the last 2 decades. And he's just sort of having fun with them. This game was an absolute shootout. Great decision by Hendon not to try to get rid of it. Great decision by Alabama to defend it this way. It's just good offense on good defense. It's one of those ones you'd like to have back. Cornerback fell down. You'd like to have the other one back, but guess what? You get another shot. When I say something like Tanner McKee, in general, a pocket passer, has very little margin for error. What I mean by that is the fact that Tanner can't push the ball downfield the same way that Hendon can. Can't do it the same way that Richardson can. He can't take off as effortlessly, as comfortably as Richardson can, as even Bryce Young can, as C.J. Stroud can when he wants. He can't take off the same way that Will Levis can. You have to maximize every single drop back. Richardson, Hendon, Hooker do not have to maximize every single drop back. Because when they push the ball downfield, they hit shots like this. When they take off, they hit shots like this. They're capable of hitting those small ball, small offensive things that Tanner McKee can. They can make all the throws that he can. He can't make all the throws they can. So every single time he drops back, he has to maximize 5, 8, 10, 12 yards. And it is hard. The margin of error for a pocket passer in today's NFL is tiny. You can make mistakes with an athletic quarterback. You can make a mistake with a guy who's capable of pushing it downfield. You can take entire series down because he can take one throw and erase the last 2 drives. That's what you get. Luna, come here. My cat. I don't hate misses like this. I don't think that he should want that one back. I don't mind this at all. Fine. He just hit one for 60 yards. Okay, this is a weird decision. Yeah, this is maybe this is maybe feeling himself a little bit too much. Credit Alabama. They bring 4 and get there. It's good offense. This entire drive is like 2 plays, and one of them was like a 6-yard completion. Let's look at this whole drive. One play, 11 yards. Next play, drives over, touchdown. Here's 7. You don't get this out of pocket passers. You don't get this out of your small ball offensive quarterbacks. The threat of him running sets up this shovel pass. The threat of his run forces the safety to make a decision he doesn't want to have to make. Linebacker, whatever. Oh, this is Anderson. Twice he takes off. I'm perfectly fine with both decisions. Good. Location could have been better, but look how far he is. He's 30 yards away from this play. Location could have been better. He's 35 yards away from it. Don't load this decision. Fine. I understand the thinking process behind it. You're one-on-one right here. You can put the ball anywhere in here. Expect your man to make the play. Location should have been better. And this is where Hendon Hooker's accuracy issues will creep up. But again, he can miss those. He... How did that... I gotta watch that again. Fine with him letting this go. Receiver should have made the play. He put it where the receiver can get it. Just bad luck, man. Just layered it in there. Split the defenders. Touchdown. Love it. Good offense. The other thing about this offense that I absolutely adore, this offense, by the way, is created by Josh Heupel. Josh Heupel was a spread offense quarterback who I think won the Heisman playing under Bob Stoops at Oklahoma. He didn't really do anything in the pros, but like... This offense makes you defend every single blade of grass. I look at this field and it looks huge. Having to defend this much grass is hard. It forces your cornerbacks into terrible decisions. Just let your guy make a play sometimes. All right, Tennessee versus Pitt this year. Going up against one of my absolute favorite prospects in this draft, Kalijah Kancey. Just let the offense happen. I was instinctively taking a look at this because I feel like McKee would have forced the ball in here somewhere. Instead, Hooker. I feel like that should have been caught. Let's see what the location was. Yeah, that should have been caught. Location could have been better on this, but the decision was correct. Location is not amazing. No, it's too high. Pittsburgh brings the house and gets there. No, he actually took off, pick up 5. Quarterback keeper all the way. 100% just delay. Quarterback delay. Gets the matchup he wants on the outside. I don't love that throw. Correct decision. Hit your guy one-on-one in space. Hope he makes a play, but bad throw. Pittsburgh's going to keep blitzing. He's just going to keep punishing him for it. I completely understand them making the decision to do what they do, but can't just sit off all day, but nowhere to go with the ball anyway. Okay. Not bad. Simple out. Correct read. Good decision against cover 2. Always gonna have that hole in the hole in the zone, and against cover 2, that those corner shots, they'll always be there. Good. Hole in the zone, sit down, hit it. Gonna give a man, bring a blitz. It's gonna make you pay. Location was not amazing. It looks like, yeah, location was not amazing. Got rid of the ball on time though. Picked up some yards. Can't see, absolutely just belting him. Love Kalijah Cansey. Can't tell if he knew this pressure was coming and he still let it go. But man, did he feather the ball in there beautifully. Just a gorgeous high arcing throw. Lands right where it should. Gonna bring a blitz. Gonna beat the blitz. Absolutely the correct decision on this throw. The first game, I don't know if it was the first game or the second game that we watched it with McKee. And then there's another throw in the first game that we watched with Richardson where up against the blitz, has to feather the ball in to the tight end. If he does, this kind of play happens. Neither Richardson nor McKee could hit this throw. Hendon hooker, right there. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly what this call is. It's covered pretty well. Half field read. Pittsburgh gets there. Hendon wants to take off, but there's too many men around the line of scrimmage. Fine. Against man, just takes off. Quarterback delay. I love this. I love this. They're bringing a blitz. His man is one-on-one. The correct decision, just try to take it off. You'd like to have this one back, but like it's going to be there. If they're going to show it to you, he's going to hit it every so often. He doesn't have to hit it every time. You'd like it to be a little bit more accurate, but whatever. It's the correct decision. Zone read, keeps it. Perfect. Good blocking. One-on-one on the outside. He's going to get dinged again for predetermining this throw. Truth of the matter is, you got one-on-one on the outside. You got the arm to do it. Give your guy a shot to make a play. He just did it on the other side. He missed the throw this time. Relaxed, hits the throw just beautifully. My guy's better than yours. Watch. Same thing. My guy's better than yours. Watch. Make absolutely no mistake. His quarterback keepers, his short throws to the tight end, his dumping the ball really quickly. This is all meant as a threat to Pittsburgh. A warning that if you do not defend this, I will march down the field with easy offense. Those are all meant to set up these shot plays that we've seen back to back to back. They are threats because the moment Pittsburgh backs up to defend these things, it's right back to dying from 1,000 cuts. Let's please respect Kalijah Cansey. Just before this, in the chat for the ACFL, my boy Andrew was talking about why is Kalijah Cansey playing so much nose? Why is he playing so much nose? I don't get it. Well, he's playing 3-tech ear, but like, he beats the guard, beats the center, boom! I'm sorry, I love this dude. Love Kalijah Cansey. Alright, back to Hendon Hooker real quick. Let's take a look at this play from the beginning. Alright, this is just Tennessee's left guard or right guard getting absolutely destroyed. What do they even do here? Okay, so they only bring 4, but the left guard just whiffs from, like, it's not like, it almost looks like he's the last one off the snap. Yeah, he's still in his stance. He doesn't know what the snap count is, or he's just the last one out. That Cansey that's just, like, right past him before. Nah, is it? No, it's not. It's the other defensive tackle that's, like, that's past him before he gets out of his stance. That whole drive was cursed. My guy's better than yours. Yeah, I don't know if he had him to the inside, but he tried to take him outside. Was it actually an interception? No, his foot was out. Location's not great. Ooh. All right, so this is... Yeah. Very good delayed blitz by the safety. Very good design play. I like this defensive play. Everybody's crashing down to the left. Defensive end's taking the tackle out. And the play is just delayed enough that the safety gets right in there. I like that defensive call. Nice. Good offense. I have no idea where he was going with this ball. I would hope that it would go to this tight end that was breaking to the outside, but pressure almost instantly. Right guard this time doesn't even put up a fight. Like, he doesn't even put up a fight. There were 2 guys always getting in, but like anytime... Yeah, this is a zone blitz right here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Just get the ball out. Easy offense. Again, the threat of the vertical game. Just always there. Always there. Correct decision. I don't like the arc he puts on it. Location, not great. I love this. He gets off of the screen because the linebacker is sinking his direction, and rather than pull it down and try to go to one of the receivers, he's like, I know what this looks like on tape. They're playing off on the other side. I know what this looks like. They're playing off. Love it. They're playing off. Love it. Full field. Starts off to the right, or licks him off to the right. Comes back to the left. Love it. Not an easy throw. This ball's 20, 25 yards away. Fine with it. Playmaker one-on-one to the outside. Give him a shot. Want to have that one back. You got to hope that he gets better at these gimmies. Easy offense. As soon as they start playing off again, after he gets them set up with all of his incredible deep ball throws and his ability to threaten the vertical game, he's now taking advantage of them stepping back a little bit. Last two plays were just the last 4 or 5 plays, half this drive mostly, was just him taking advantage of the fact that they are playing him. They're trying to take away those deep balls again. So Josh Heupel's play call, absolutely correct. Just make him have to defend the short game. Make him have to defend the quarterback sneak, or the quarterback draw, or the quarterback off tackle, or whatever you want to call it. Back to one-on-ones on the outside. Finds his man. Hits the throw. Quarterbacks like this make you have to play defense in a different kind of way than you want to play. I love it. I love the fact that he's accurate enough to be able to hit these shots. He's got a strong enough arm to always threaten the vertical game, and you can just call his number and he's going to run for 25 yards. It just makes defense miserable, and that's what you want as an offense. You want to do the thing that the defense doesn't want you to do. Part of the problem is often quarterbacks not necessarily recognizing what the defense doesn't want them to do on a given play, what the defense is set up to defend. And Hooker consistently enough does the thing the defense doesn't want them to do, which is often the vertical game or taking off. It's not always perfect. He's not as accurate as you would like a quarterback to be, but he makes up with it in the aggregate with his ability to make gigantic plays consistently. Like right here, this is just short game offense. Find the hole in the zone, hit the hole in the zone. Wait for your opportunities in man and take your shot. Just wait for your opportunities and take the shots. They can't continue to play this way. This isn't a hard throw. I don't even know if it was a breakdown in coverage. Yeah, I guess he expected he was going to get help over the top, but like, this is Jalen Hyde. He's probably walking away from anybody. Yeah, he had to slow down for that, but Hooker wasn't pressured. He just saw the man was open and took the shot. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, back to offense. Not accurate, needs to hit that. Again, needs to hit that underneath. Playing off. He obviously sees that he can find a lane, pick up some yards. I mean, I'm seeing him take off a lot, but I'm also seeing very decent coverage by Kentucky. Very decent coverage by Kentucky. There aren't a whole lot of places for him to go when he keeps taking off. Picked up the flag on that. I like him not forcing that one in. Picks up 6 yards. Good offense. A lot of quarterbacks would have just forced this throw in. Nope, not going there. It's not that it would have been a pick, it's just the receiver would have had nowhere to go with it. Feathers it in there. Probably could have been a little bit out in front of him, but like, whatever. Orbit motion. I love it. Yes, he was always looking at this throw, but he made the correct read at the snap. Wasn't a ton of pressure, and he just hits the throw. Just comfortably, 8 yards. Beautiful. Excellent read. They're coming to the blitz, vacated space, just to get it on in there. Doesn't have to be a perfect throw, just get it into the vacated space. By vacated space, I mean if they're coming with a blitz, the linebacker has to come from somewhere. When that linebacker steps up, there's space behind him. That is vacated space. It's literally vacated. Linebacker's on a vacation. Gets his man that's one-on-one. Easy throw. Picks up 5. Now they're on the 1. Must have punched it in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Just hold on. Take the sack. Live to play another day. Maybe you want to see him get rid of the ball a little bit earlier. But like, this linebacker's doing a very good job of reading his eyes. The only space he could have had would have been like the outside of this receiver, and he's got a lineman in his face. It's a good job. Just take the sack. I don't know what the score is right now. But I'm willing to bet that Tennessee is up. Yeah. No. Game's 20-20. No, sorry. Game is 20-6. Just take the sack. Fourth quarter. The second quarter. Sorry. Breaks out of the sack. Just takes off. Halfway to the sticks. Still making up for the sack. Fine. Skips it. You want that one back. He does have accuracy issues. He doesn't always put the appropriate amount of mustard on it. Yeah, Pickens was very good at crashing down. We're talking about the video from Monday. Pickens was very good at crashing down. He did occupy space very well. I think his home's going to be as a 3-4 defensive end. That's what I was talking about the other day in the chat. I think that this draft, it does seem like it's under-talented, but it seems like it's under-talented because like the premium positions, the 4-3 defensive ends, the really good pass rushers, the best pass rushers in this draft are very light. The best defensive linemen in this draft are very heavy. So this draft seems very well suited for a 3-4, for 3-4 teams to draft this year, as opposed to last year, which was very, very slanted towards 4-3 and hybrid defenses. I think it's offensively, the strengths are in different places, and his wide receiver class is not good in comparison to last year. But generally speaking, this defensive class I think is very underrated. I think it's very heavily slanted towards 3-4 defenses. So if your team runs a 4-3, there's a few guys for you, but Pickens, I think his home's going to be very good as a rotational 3-4 guy. And I think eventually he could start. I think he's got 2-gapper written all over him. And Kalijah Kancey, by the way, holy cow, Kalijah Kancey. What a stud. What an absolute beast. We were just watching Kalijah Kancey in the last game against Pittsburgh, and he just raises hell every single play. Hendon Hooker, easy offense. I mean, the game is 20-6. No reason to press. Calm as you can be. Yeah, Cansey does look top 10. I have no idea why they're talking about him at the bottom end of the second round. They make it seem like him being small is some kind of like some kind of great slight against him. Yeah, what did you think about Baris's Brace's, whatever his name is? What did you think about his junior tape? Did you notice what I noticed on his junior tape, that he looked like he was a better player his junior year than his senior year? Oh, he got a big injury in 2021? I didn't know that. That would make more sense to me then. That if he came back and he just isn't like 100% yet, or like he was. Because when I saw him... see, I didn't know that about him. I had no idea that he got a big injury. Because in 2021 he looked much better. In the 2021 tape he looked fantastic. The 2022 tape he just looked slow. He just looked like he wasn't... He just looked like a slow two-gapping defensive lineman that might have, you know, that wasn't really that strong. Like, you want your two-gappers to be able to hold up better. And he didn't. You see, like, Siaki Ika just absolutely mauled people. God, I don't understand. How does he miss... how does Hooker miss really easy shots and then come back and just put it on his receiver's hands? What is he? 35 yards away. This is diagonal, probably 40 yards away from the snap of the ball. Game is still 30-6 Tennessee. It's just stat padding now. Holding the zone, easy throw. Very natural ball runner. Take a look at this. What was this? Nope. Busted coverage. Takes advantage of it. Good play. How'd this spring open? Just a two-man game. Not even hard work. Busted coverage again. Just feels like that Simpson meme. Stop hating him. He's already dead. Hendon Hooker. I get why he's a day 2, maybe even day 3 prospect for a quarterback. He's older. He's only had 1 year of amazing success. 1 year of beating people up in college football. But, like, at the end of the day, he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. For a team that might want to back up for a couple of years for Lamar Jackson, even for, like, if the Cardinals are going to continue with, like, a spread offense type setup, he's the perfect example of a player that can come in from the 5th round, has tons of experience playing in spread offenses. I think Josh Heupel might be in the pros before too long. Maybe in a year or two. He might get a call to try out his spread offense up there. Cliff Kingsbury is going to be an offensive coordinator again. There's a lot of teams. There's a couple of teams I could see taking a reach on him. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I know he tore his ACL, but that's almost an opportunity for you, because if you have a 25-year-old quarterback and you want him to be a developmental project, quarterbacks don't peak in their 20s anymore. They peak in their 30s. They peak in their early 30s. So if you get him, he backs up for a couple of years. He's got that strong arm. He doesn't have to start immediately. You see what he looks like in 2 years. You still might have 7, 8, 10 years even of, like, starting caliber quality player. Do I think he's going to be a Pro Bowler in the NFL? I mean, he's probably never going to get the shot. He's not accurate enough right now. But he doesn't make a ton of terrible decisions. He does usually make the correct read. And God, is he fun to watch. I mean, that offense in Tennessee, I'm curious to see what they look like next year after losing a ton of talent. But they put so much pressure on defenses, even the best of defenses like Georgia and Alabama. I like what Josh Heupel's doing down there, and I'm very curious to see if Hendon Hooker gets a shot in the NFL. How much of what he did today applies to NFL football? Not a ton of it. There just aren't a lot of offenses in the NFL that are populated with run and shoot, spread them out concepts, and that's kind of a double-edged sword, because he's amazing at doing it, but, like, there's almost nowhere to do it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. I got to start cutting up the VODs. The reason I haven't cut up the VODs before this was that I hadn't been recording it, and I couldn't pull it off of YouTube, and their editor is Garbo. So I'll try to cut this one into shorter VODs, try to get them down to less than 20 minutes per, and then Tanner McKee should be short, and then we'll see where we go from there. Thank